Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and this design is another one of those that I filmed much earlier in the summer, but with family things I had going on, I hadn't got around to editing and uploading. So I'm just trying to get through all of those videos before I start filming new autumn designs. But I actually thought this one was a really nice transitional one going from summer to autumn. So didn't work out too bad in the end really. I have gone super long with this one, and I've applied these extra long square tips. Now these ones weren't from the nail team, but Gem's Nail Systems do now have long square tips, so I will link those below. And I'm just doing my thin clear base. I'm using my Perfect Nails acrylic. I will start doing videos with the Gems acrylic, but as I said, I wanted to get these designs uploaded. So to start off with, for this design, I am using my Gems Nail Systems Transfer Foil Gel, and I'm applying a nice even coat on the ring finger and also on the middle finger, just on the tip. So I've done my thin clear base on the nail bed, and now on this tip I am just applying a nice coat of that foil gel. I want to make sure the entire tip is covered because I don't want any gaps, and then I'm going to cure for 60 seconds in my LED lamp, and then once it is cured, I have got this beautiful snakeskin foil, and I'm going to stick this down onto that gel. So placed it where I wanted it, and now I'm giving it a really good rub. With my finger, I'm also using a cotton pad, just really pressing it down. Some of these foils can be a little bit temperamental and you have to give them an extra good press down. I do find if you let the gel cool slightly, it helps as well. And there you can see I've just cut off the excess. I didn't cut it beforehand because I wanted to make sure I had enough, but I've cut away the excess, and now I'm really giving it an extra rub down, and then we can peel away the excess foil, and there we've got snakeskin. And then using that same bit, because it was wide enough, I'm doing exactly the same on the middle finger. So rub, push, wipe. You can use your finger, you could use a cotton pad, you could use a silicone tool, you could use anything, and just making sure that entire tip is covered in my snakeskin foil, and then can peel off the excess, and there we have two snakeskin tips. So moving on, I have got Afterglow. This is a white glow-in-the-dark acrylic from Glam and Glits, and I'm just going to be applying a nice thin layer of this on the tips of the pinky and the index finger. So just from the very tip of the nail down roughly to where the natural free edge starts, so sort of where I've done the snakeskin on the middle and ring finger. I want to make sure it's not patchy at the tip because you are going to see quite a bit of this colour, so I've just gone in with a little bit more, but I will be adding some glitter and things, so I don't want to add bulk because I'm going to be encapsulating. And then on the two snakeskin nails, I'm just going to apply a teeny tiny amount of this at the cuticle and just down to where the snakeskin foil starts. Doesn't need to be perfect, don't need to work on the blend or the join between the colour and the foil because I'm going to cover it. This is just there for a bit of nail bed colour. And to be honest, I think I covered most of it anyway, so it didn't matter if this was a touch patchy. To be honest, I just wanted it because I thought the glow in the dark would be a cool extra touch to this design. But if you don't want it to glow in the dark, you could just use normal white. So exactly the same on the index finger at the tip, painting it right down to the free edge, just where the natural free edge starts, making sure it's not patchy, it's fully covered, just paint. I mean, I know I say it all the time, but Glam and Glitz is so pigmented, you know, you just need the smallest amount to paint it on. And then I've got another glow acrylic. This is Con-Style-Ation, and this is a really nice nude. And I thought I'd just stick with the glow in the dark theme for this. And I'm going to use this on the nail bed of the ring finger, and no, the pinky finger and the index finger. And I'm just doing a little bit of an ombre. Now, not worrying if the blend isn't perfect, which you all know when it comes to me means I am making sure the blend is perfect, but I am going to be putting glitters and whatnots over top, so it doesn't need to be perfect, but I don't know how to not do perfect. Now you could have just done this as a straight baby boomer using your cover white, your cover peach, pink, whatever you prefer. I just thought I'd go for something a bit different. Actually, that blend is not perfect looking at it now, but it doesn't have to be, so it's very unusual for me to just leave it. So just doing exactly the same on the index finger, nice and thin, just painting it on, making sure the cuticle is nice and neat, got all the coverage, you know, all that jazz. I don't know what's going on with my voice today. I've forgotten what it's like to voice over videos. I've gone a bit strange. Just touch more, just feathering it out. That's a bit more like it. And now we need to add glitter. So I have got Creme Brulee from the Nail Team Yummy collection. This is a beautiful sort of matte, sheeny glitter. That contradicts itself, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean? I actually used another one from this collection in my 3D French video, and then I've got some gold foil because. So I'm going to place that glitter on a bit of a swoosh on the pinky and index finger. I can't remember what fingers are these days. So I'm covering up that blend, which is why I wasn't worried if it was rubbish, because I really was covering it in this design. So just swoosh down the middle of the nail, up one side to the cuticle, down the other side to the free edge. Just using the tip of my brush to move those glitter pieces, so I've got a nice coverage. And then I've torn up some gold leaf, just using some tweezers, and then I'm just picking up the little pieces and sticking it into that wet acrylic. This leaf, it sticks so well if it's slightly wet. It doesn't need to be wet. Can be starting to set and it still sticks beautifully. I will do exactly the same on the index finger, but on these two middle nails I'm doing a bit of a swoosh from cuticle, just covering where the colour and the foil meet. So I'm not going all the way down on these, I don't think. I just wanted it there in the middle, just overlapping slightly, and then just feathering it out so it's not harsh line, and then going in with the foil. They're just teeny tiny little pieces and just pressing it in. It's just there for a touch of gold. So, and then I'm going to continue the same thing on the other two nails. So now the design is completely laid down, you need to encapsulate these nails in clear acrylic. Now these are mega long nails, and I am not even going to pretend I could encapsulate these in one bead. And you don't have to, you can use 2, 3, however many beads you need to. As long as all the glitter, the foil, the colour, everything is encapsulated, you have your apex and the structure in place. It doesn't matter how many beads you use. Then I've given them all a file, straightened up the sidewalls, free edge, refined the surface of the nail, and then give it a nice clean with my wax strip wipe and some cleanser to get rid of any dust or anything we don't want in the finished nail. And now we're going to top coat. Now for this part I've actually used Gem's Nail Systems Tina Top and Martha Matte, and I used Tina on the pinky and the index finger and Martha on the 2 middle ones on the snakeskin nails, but I didn't like it once it came out the lamp cured, so I went in and did Tina Top on the middle 2 as well, and I much preferred them all shiny. So although I showed both bottles at the beginning, I haven't got a matte finish to any of these nails. Now you can't really tell from applying it anyway because it all goes on shiny. But yeah, I just changed my mind and I really didn't like the matte nails. But it's personal preference. You might decide you want to do some matte nails. So I'm just going to finish applying my top coat and then I will cure for 60 seconds and that is this design complete. I decided there was more than enough going on, that it didn't need any bling, but again, if you really wanted to add some bling, you could. If I was going to, I would add some to the pinky and the index finger. So just probably following the swoosh with some crystals or something. Right, finishing off that top coat, in the lamp they go for a 60-second cure, and then we are done. This yummy snake design is finished and I'm faffing. So the nails are fully cured and out of the lamp, and I love this set. Do I say that for every set? Yes, I do. No, I didn't keep in the 2 matte nails and changing it to shiny, so you will just have to take my word for it that this design was much better having all the nails with that shiny finish using Tina Top. But this is a really neutral design, and whilst I think this is something you could wear at any time of year, I think it is a really nice transitional set going from bright summer nails into autumn. But with foils, and especially animal print, there are so many designs and colour options out there. You could really mix this up and add a bit of colour, use some different glitters, and go for something slightly less neutral than this design. And I know this is a really long set, but it is such a versatile look that you could shorten it and still get sort of the same design but a more wearable set. But that is it for this design and this video. So I will pop the product details and the links in the description box, so make sure you check that out. If you are new to my channel, please click subscribe and I will see you again very soon. Bye! Mwah!